computer.
Recording in progress.
Captured you, Kathy. And then we're going to do a little thumbnail for me. So I looked at the recording, maybe the last one, more than one at one, and my picture was covering up half of the songs, and that's not what was supposed to be happening. And I'd swear it looked perfectly good here at home, nicely framed, whatever. But there's just stuff that happens. So we got 5 songs to go over today, and just some fun stuff to look at. Some sliding, some hammering, some fantastic riffing, do that again. That's a slide. Anyway, so we'll just kind of give it a whirl. We'll start out with Third Rate Romance, one of my favorite all-time songs, because it has a slightly au courant, slightly political. I never thought about it before, but here we are, and I guess it's something to think about. I'll stop myself right now. Anyway, has a slightly naughty edge to it. It can certainly just be played with G, D, G, and you got to decide on your B7. Let's talk about B7 for a minute. Yes, I know we've done this before, but we don't know who's going to tune in on the replay, so I like to explain things a little bit. See what's happening here. So most of your classic B7s is you bar the 2nd fret and you put a finger up on this 3rd string, 3rd fret. But the really simple workaround hack B7s is you form an E minor and just push all those fingers right up to the next string up. So instead of, what is that? 4-3-2, open 4-3-2 E minor, you get a nice B7 with that open 3-2-1, open 4-3-2. You get a nice 4-3-2 open is a nice B7. Listen to that compared to the barred version. B7 compared to the barred version. So I don't know, that seems like so much easier for most folks because you already know your E minor. And yet, wait, you can also form a G, your classic G, and move all of that up to 1 string up. And so you've got 2-3-2 open. There's your G form of B7. Let's compare what? There's just one little difference. You're playing at the bottom of that G form. You're playing an open A string instead of that B note. But that's okay. So either one of those as you're strumming along, you're coming off of a G. Why not just take that G right up a string? C. And that's, perfectly fine way to play this song. But most of the country songs and country singers, of course, have a twang. A lot of them being played slide guitar or electric steel guitar, and a twangy sound to them. And so it's nice to have a twang in your repertoire. And so the twang here is either you hammer strum down on your G and then whack your middle finger of your G down on that first string, second fret. Hammer down, up, down, hammer down, up, down. And on the D, you strum and you whack the bottom of your D down on that second string, second fret. And that's got a really nice twang to it. B7, let me see, if you're playing it the E minor shape, I guess you would do your index finger. I don't like that quite so much. That's exotic when you do your middle finger of your B7. That sounds like somebody sneaking up behind the corral with a pistol. I don't know if I like that so much. And then C, you can do a decent hammer with a C. So that's one approach to kind of break up all of that strumming and give it a little twangy. The other approach, which is of course written up here in the strum guidelines, is to slide in. And so you would take your G form and you would put it on the first and second fret instead of the second and the third fret. And you'd hit it and slide in. And the same with your D. Put it on the first fret and slide in. And the same with the B7. Put it on the first fret, slide it in. Now the C is not quite, it's super subtle if you do like C major 7 to C. Can't even hardly hear it. So I like that G minor 7 form, that, what is that? Open 2-1-1. Put that on the second fret and slide it into the third. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. Now this sliding and pushing your fingers down onto the strings and pushing them over a fret, you know, for some folks, that's no fun. And so it's an acquired taste, and maybe that's a taste that you don't want to acquire. And so that's why I just say, you know, just play G, D, and B7, and C, and just do that. If you do want to acquire that taste, and it's a little bit awkward to do it on your first fret for your D and your first fret for your G, maybe try it down here on like your fourth and fifth fret. Somewhere where your strings don't have the same tension that they do up there on the first fret, and just try the different forms up there. There's your G form, there's your C form, or C7, or G minor 7 form. Just try it somewhere, maybe 5th fret, 5th to 6th, or 6th to 7th, or 4th to 5th. You'll find a spot up here where it's a little bit easier to press down, and it's a place to practice if that's something that you want to achieve. So the way I would play this is super slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That sounds nice. Kind of twangy. B7, C. So on that second C where it says C stop, all I do is strum and slide in and stop. So I did C coming in from the second fret. Let's see if I show that a little bit better. Coming in from the second fret, that G minor 7 shape. What is that? Open 3, 2, 2. And sliding it in and finishing the strum, slide down, up, down, and then come right back with a slide. 2, 3, 4. song. Take it nice and slow. Sitting at a tiny table in a ritzy restaurant, not so naughty yet. She was staring at her coffee cup. He was trying to keep his courage up by applying booze. Still pretty clean. Let me see, on the talk was small. I'm gonna hammer this just nice and slow. The talk was small. When they talked at all, they both knew what they wanted. There you can hear the hammer instead of the slide. But it kind of disappears with the talk. The talk, yeah, the talk, the phrase or the lyric talk wipes out the hammer there, so that doesn't work. The talk, yeah, the slide comes through much more clearly on that particular lyric. Let's start with the talk. 1, 2, 3, 4. The talk was small. When they talked at all, they both knew what they wanted. There was no need to talk about it. They were old enough to scope it out. Keep it loose. Might get a little risque here. She said, you don't look like my type, but I guess you'll do. Third-rate romance, low-rent rendezvous. He said, I'll even tell you that I love you if you want me to. Third-rate romance, low-rent rendezvous. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff happening to practice your slide. Just going to D. I'm really tickled by that. That C slide, I like that. When they left the bar, they got in his car and they drove away. He drove to the family inn. She didn't even have to pretend she didn't know what for. Then he went to the desk, made his request while she waited outside. When he came back with the key, she said, give it to me, I'll unlock the door. She kept saying, I've never really done this kind of thing before, have you? Third-rate romance, low-rent rendezvous. He said, yes, I have, but only a time or two. Third-rate romance, low-rent rendezvous. Third-rate romance, low-rent rendezvous. Third-rate romance, low-rent rendezvous. Slide it on home. G and a B7 and a C. 2, 3, 4. Aw, that's not exactly how that ending is written, but I think it should have a full 4 beats of G and then the stop. One of my favorites, of many, I suppose if you all had questions you'd ask. I suppose. Bob, what about that slide? What were you saying about sliding? I always like that when you get done with a complete song, after illustrating everything. So it says, Bob, what were you saying about sliding? I once again did the whole song without revealing The Wizard of Oz, but here I am. I'm right here. It's probably good for people to see how that slide works more than seeing me. So we have two songs from America's greatest hits album. Tin Man, and of course, you could just start out with G major 7, C major 7, and just do that a few measures, 2, 3, 4 times. It's one of the greatest combination chord progressions, just the prettiest sounding. And this is a great song to when you get tired of strumming the G major 7 and the C major 7. Do 1, 2, 3 on your strings. Just pick first string, second string, third string. So you could do G major 7, down 1, 2, 3, C major 7, down 1, 2, 3, G major 7, down 1, 2, 3, C major 7, down 1, just so pretty, sounds so simple, and yet so pretty sounding. Well worth practicing. But what was I going to say? I don't know. I think it was something about the action cam. Bob, bring back the action cam. Okay. What happened?
No music. I mean, we don't see.
But you are skilled to the level that you don't need music any longer. You can just intuit what it is that I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Or I could scroll up the music, which is probably a better idea. Thank you. I get so excited about these things, you know. Let's see, does that do, yeah, that does it. Okay, that does it. I'm gonna move me a little bit. There we go. Okay. So I was just doing G major 7. 1, 2, 3. C major 7. 1, 2, 3. What a great major 7 progression. But the song itself starts out with what, Bob? With this. And it's, again, super simple, but it is the signature sound of Tin Man. And it is a G sus4, which is your G, of course. And then your pinky gets wedged in on that first string, 3rd fret. And the only way you're going to make it work is if you actually do hit that bottom string so that you pick up that C note from your pinky. So those 3 bars is just 1, 2, 3, and the apostrophe and the dot are down, up, down. And then D, 1, 2, 3, down, up, down. And then you're right into the song. Now you think, well, I can just skip that. I never have to learn that G sus4, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. That's, I'm going to skip that. But it's going to come back to haunt you because at the bottom of the second section here, there it is. It's a major part of the song. And at the bottom of the 4th section, it's a major part of the song. And at the bottom part of the 6th section, It's a major part of the song. So it's kind of good to kind of. So let's see what happens in context. Let's play this. And cause never was this. What is this? The 1, 2, 3, fourth line. And we'll roll into that G sus4 and see how it sound, how you incorporate that in context. So 1, 2, 3, and cause never was reason for the evening. B minor 7, or the Tropic of Sir Galahad. So please, I cannot get the G sus4 on that first downbeat. So I'm okay. I'm going to live with that. And I'm going to get my pinky down for that second downbeat. So please believe in me when I. So the when comes on when we do D down, up, down. The when comes on that last down. When I say I'm spinning round, 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 round. Smoke, glass stains, bright colors. Okay, so let's try that again. And cause never was the reason for the evening. A minor 7. 1, 2, 3, and cause never was the reason for the evening, or the Tropic of Sir Galahad. So please believe in me. So hopefully you're so busy trying to get the G sus4 yourself that you can't hear that I didn't hit it on the first beat. And then you hear the second and the third beats and the down, up, down. And it sounds really cool and primo. So the other thing about the song is almost all of the chords are 8 beats or 2 measures. And so anywhere you want to, B minor 7, you could do that. A minor 7. You can take that second measure of each of those chords, strum it once, and then do 1, 2, 3, just really sweet. So that's a thought on how to do that. Because there aren't that many chords. What is it? 6 chords. A minor 7 doesn't count. C major 7 doesn't count. G sus4, that's a trick, whatever. D shouldn't count at this stage in our rock and roll careers, but maybe that's a tricky chord for folks. And B minor 7 shouldn't count at this point. But again, that could be a tricky. Can certainly be played with 4 fingers. Or 1. Or 1. Or 1 stacked, which is how I play it. Get lots of fingers into the game for some nice pressure there. Anyway, any questions about that other than where the heck is the music, Bob? Bob, where the heck is the music? I don't know. Let's do a little playthrough just for fun. Trying this new Chinese tea. Supposed to be good for the throat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow. And again. And again. Okay, let's get into the song. Sometimes late, when things are real and people share the gift of gab between themselves. Some are quick to take the bait and catch. Eek! Perfect prize that waits among the shells. Never did give nothing to never was a reason for the evening or the Tropic of Sir Galahad. So please believe in me when I say I'm spinning round, 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 round. Smoke, glass stain, bright colors, image going down, 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 down. Soap suds green like bubbles. Ooh, 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 ooh. Everybody now. Oh, Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. 'Cause never was a reason for the evening or the Tropic of Sir Galahad. So please believe in me when I say I'm spinning round, 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 round. Smoke, glass stain, bright colors, image going down, 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 down. Soap sud green like bubbles. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. 'Cause never was a reason for the evening or the Tropic of Sir Galahad. So please believe in me. Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. This goes on for a while. La, 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 la. Last time. La, 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 la. I just think that's a nice way to punctuate that song. It's with that one strum and the three picks. It's just, it takes advantage of those very pretty chords. Something to pontificate about, which I already did. Something to ponder, which you can do. Let's move on to the fin de semaine, the pièce de résistance. I know. Here, I've got a thought. I'm going to go ahead and share the music with the next song right now. That's my thought. It's kind of a new concept. The old concept was to try to get people to learn songs without looking at the music. The new concept is go ahead and show the music. Okay, now you see all that stuff at the bottom. We're not going to do all that. You can do that in your free time. We're going to concentrate on this chart up at the top here because that's kind of fun chart. And then again, once again, just like sliding or whatever, this may not be your bomb, but it's so pretty. And let's forget about the chart for a second, just for a second. Of course, you could just, you could start with C, F, C, F, and jump right into the song. Blue jean baby. You know, there's no reason not to just play and enjoy the song. It's a great song. Classic, classic, classic. Maybe Elton John's best. Maybe Sat on the Rooftop is your favorite. Maybe Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It depends on your Elton John era. Maybe Goodbye England's Rose. But anyway, this is one of his top 5. If it's not in your top 5, then I'm so sad. But, so what is that chart trying to tell you? It's trying to tell you to put your pinky on the 7th fret. Hey, wait, new idea. The OUJ Action Cam. Watch this. That's the deploy fanfare music. Hopefully you've got little chord markers or fret markers up there on the top of your neck, and you can spot number 7. It's not number 3, it's not number 5, it's number 7. And there is my pinky. And why my pinky? You're going to see momentarily. So that first section is trying to get you to do open, open, open G string, open C string, open E string, and then, and I think, what is that? I think that's another C note there. So you're playing G, C, E, C. It doesn't matter. What matters is the tone and the start of the song. And then single pick on that first string on the 5th fret. And you have put your pinky there because you're going to slide it to the 3rd fret and just throw an F over the top of it. Because if you didn't, let's say you decided to do your index. Beautiful. You cannot throw an F over your index. You can't do that. But if your pinky is there, all of your fingers are available to form a nice little chord over the top, which we're going to call an F. If you used your ring finger, you might be able to get an F. You might be able to do that. I can barely do that. And it is not comfortable. With my pinky, it is super comfortable. Now you say, well, Bob, I could do my regular, the way I play a C with my ring finger and do that on the 7th, on the 5th, and then I could throw my pinky up there and I could rearrange all these fingers and throw that F/C chord down just like that. Well, bully for you. Bless your soul. Because I like having a shortcut aid, or hack as we call it, where one of my fingers is already in place. That's what I like. And as Ukulele would say, I pass the savings along to you. Okay, so let's try that. Whatever way you want to do it, pinky on the 7th, whatever finger you want on the 7th, I don't care. It's your home. Throw down that F and a single strum. So hopefully this should start to sound reasonably iconic. And again. So what is the second section there trying to get you to do? It's trying to keep your fingers, at least your index and your pinky in place, and trying to get you to do the 2nd string, 1st string. And then the second string again. And then when you do the 1st string, you slide it from 3 to 5. So that's why it says a 1 and then a 3/5. 1 on your E string, which means your F note. So let's try that again. Let's start with this second section, holding, at least that index and that pinky. So what is that? Open, open, 1, 3. And doing first string, second string. Now, if your pinky has not been sliding before, then you are not liking me at all. So you could do a couple different things there. You could do, you could hit it twice instead of sliding. Let me see. Yeah, you could hammer. You're already, let me see, you're already doing your pinky. You could, before you start doing the second string and the first string, you could swivel around. And you could hit that second string, the first string, and stretch your ring finger out there. And hammer down on the 5th fret for that note that you want up there. That's a D note. That seems pretty uncomfortable to me. Or you could try for two picks. Do it twice, pick, pick. So, second string, first strings. Slide your finger up there and hit it again. But you want that C note and that D note. That's the iconic. So if we start from the beginning, nice and slow, with some finger on the first string, 7th fret, 5th, F over C, second string, first string, and again. And that is your iconic opening to Tiny Dancer. And immediately you're into Blue Jean Baby. So let's try that one more time, just for a little more practice. You know, always go back to the replay and see what the heck was he talking about. And try to get your pinky in shape for that slide, 3 to 5 slide. 1, 2, left. Yeah, we'll do this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's sweet. Let's just do this for the rest of the session. Okay, that's enough of that. Then you got Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, Ballerina, all that, Merry Music Man. All chords that you know and love. You get to the end of each of these, and you get down, down, up, F dot, G dot. Get to the end of the second line, 2 beats each. I think that T is making me burp. All 4 beats each on the third line, and then the fourth line, you've got, at the end of the fourth line, 2 beats, 2 beats, 2 beats, and then a stop, and then you're right back up to the riff. Let's play through that first section, and then we'll roll into the riff. Don't worry that we're not starting with the riff, because you're going to get to the riff very, very soon. Before we do, any questions? Okay, all right then, alrighty then. Let's see what we got here. I don't think we need the action cam for now. So 1, 2, go into C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, seamstress for the band. 2 beats, 2 beats, pretty eyes, a pirate smile. You marry a music the playthroughs on this third line, again, this is a chord progression that really lends itself to the strum and the 1, 2, 3, like ballerina. You must have seen her dancing in the sand. And then right back to strum. And now she's in me. Don't be nervous just because the riff is coming up. Take a deep breath. Tiny dancer in my hand. What's the most important thing when you hit that D minor? You've got 3 beats, just kind of a nice pause in there. It's finding your pinky on your left hand. Where's my pinky? Where's my pinky? And going. And again. And right back to verses. And it's, I don't think there's much more than a single rest in there. Let me think that through. Yeah, there's just a single rest and you're right back to C. Jesus freaks out in the street, handed tickets out for God. 2 beats, 2 beats. Turning back, she just laughs. The boulevard is not that bad. Single strums in 1, 2, 3. Piano man, he makes a stand in the auditorium. Right back to strumming. Looking on, she sings a song. The words she knows, the tune she hums. Don't be nervous. You got all the time in the world to find that first string, 7th fret. Here we go. Now your A flat, of course, is your G. But oh, how it feels so real. G minor. What is this new progression? Lying here with no one near, only you, and you can hear me softly, slowly. Now what's really nice, okay, so take a look at this second line, A flat. So you got your G, and you mishit, it's not A flat, you got your G, and you quickly slide it into place, and nobody knows that you didn't hit A flat on the first try. Slide it into place. Only you. That's the G shape. A flat is the G shape. B flat on the 5th is the G shape, and just take it up to the 5th. And then what follows is a G, slide it back down to G. Softly, slowly. Now that doesn't get you out of the chord progression on the first line, but it is kind of a fun way to handle that second line. So you've got, you just did, and you got to go to A flat. But oh, how it feels so real. You can take it up to the 5th on the first line, but you do have to get all the way back to G minor. Lying here with no one near. So I'm just taking my G minor and adding 2 fingers. I'm leaving the ring finger home on my G minor, and adding 2 fingers, surrounding it with 2 fingers for that C minor. I'm not trying to G minor and then jump over and bar it with my index finger or anything. I'm just adding some fingers. That could be, wait for it, an acoustic moment. G minor, C minor, G minor, C minor, G minor, C minor, G minor, C minor. And then you're back to the A flat, the G shape again. Only you, and you can hear me softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Isn't that sweet? So that G, all you have to do is pull out your outer finger of your G to get that E minor 7. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. 2, 3, 4. Somewhere around that 4th beat, your pinky is supposed to be back on the 7th fret. So we would go back up to the first verse, we would repeat the A flat bridge, we'd repeat the chorus, and then we'd finish out with the riff, and then we'd end on C. But that's a lot of time to spend on one song, and there's a lot there to think about, and so we'll keep moving. But just super sweet, even if you don't sing it, even if you don't play it all through, that iconic riff is kind of worth its weight in gold. Do 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 boo 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 boo. That was rather awful. Oh my God, D major 7. So I've spent more than a few hours trying to find an alternative to this form of D major 7, and it doesn't exist. So there is a D major 7 that is like, I don't know what it is. It's like or something, it's crazy. So I recommend either play D, if you can't play D major 7, play it with 3-finger D and stretch your pinky out. It is a very pretty chord. Or just start practicing your D major 7. So you got, what do you got? G major 7. And just keep your fingers together. If you've got flared fingers, that is a great exercise. Go through your C, all fingers together, A minor, all fingers together, F, all fingers together, G7, all fingers together. And just every song you play, concentrate on keeping your fingers together so that when you need them, they aren't out here in space somewhere. So you would do your G major 7. Maybe I'll do overhead action cam since we've got so much time in the world. That's not what I wanted. Boop, 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 boop. Let's do that. There we go. Open 2, 2, 2. And keep your fingers together and just look your ring finger into that. You're going to reach up and push down. Ukastenic moment. G major 7, D major 7, G major 7, D major 7. My thumb is lined up right behind the second fret here. So it's helping with the squeeze on the G major 7, and it's helping with this, not moving much at all, with the squeeze on the D major 7. What happens if you do D there? Let's do chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. I think you could play with D and fool almost everyone except for Dewey Bunnell. Just a thought. So we got that G major 7, D major 7, and a lot of it. You do all 4 lines over and over and over again, all the way, and then you still got more of it, and you still got more of it until you get to I know. You're playing G major 7, so to get to your F sharp minor, you just slide the top of your G major 7 right over to the first fret, surround it just like a badly played G7, 2, 1, 2 open. No. Single hit on A, O, and then 10 hits. Boom, 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 boom. Let's try that again. Where is that? That is like the 6th line. You're going to go G major 7. 1, it's right, it's down here, 1, 2, 3. Let's do this whole shaded section, and then it'll be kind of a little bit more in context. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ventura Highway, in the sun shine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. One more time, just for kicks. From Ventura Highway 1. And I was just kind of watching my fingers as I made that move from G major 7 to D major 7. And I think I leave the G major 7 just a split second before I'm supposed to, in order to get that ring finger down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ventura Highway, in the sun shine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. 'Cause the free wind is blowing through your hair, the days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair, alligator lizard in the air. On that second line, there are 2 measures of F sharp minor. On the first line, there's just 1. On the second line, in the air, 4 more beats. In the air. And there's some way I could do that with light shading or whatever. But I think I decided that I really love my flawed chord charts, and so I'm just going to leave it as is. It gives me something to talk about. The same thing is going to happen down here at the bottom, because it's the exact same, basically the exact same chorus. You're going to have just 1 measure of F sharp minor on the first line, daylight there, right back to E minor, seasons crying, no despair, alligator in the air, and then a second measure of F sharp minor for that second in the air that flows around to the G major 7. Now here's the problem with this song, and you know, I don't apologize for anything unless it's stuff that I apologize for, but it of course also has an iconic riff that is and it is like, you know, a double hammer and a pull off and a twist and a swirl and all kinds of other stuff. And I think if you watch Aldrin Guerrero, he does it, and you could slow it way down. And if you took like the next, I'd say, 18 months or so, I think you could get it. But I've never tried, and I probably never will. That's probably one I'm just going to let go and just enjoy strumming. Sorry, trapped inside my own party. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is another one where strum 1, 2, 3. Would work really nice. Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Oh, tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. 'Cause the free wind is blowing through your hair. The days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizard in the air. In the air. Oh, do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, wishing on a falling star, waiting for the early train. Oh, come on, Joe, you can always purple rain. Oh, Bob. Oh, come on, Joe, you can always change your name. Thanks a lot, son, just the same. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, nights are stronger, moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. 'Cause the free wind is blowing through your hair. Days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizards in the air. In the air. Oh, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. And this goes on for about a billion times. We'll just do it one more. Do-do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. I am incredibly in awe of anybody who can pull off those like 16th note riffs with a hammer and a pull and a hammer and a pull and a da-da-da-da-da-da. And probably a triplet, yes, probably so. Okay, Kathy and Jim have corrected me on this before, and I swear I have made up a chord chart that does this correctly, but I could not find it. I looked through all my versions of the weight, and I could not find it, and so life is hard. But this section down here in the chorus, and many, many, many choruses, so this is going to take us till probably 5 minutes to 3 to finish. So there's 17 choruses. But anyway, in the chorus, the fourth line here, we've got C dot, E minor dot, A minor, G dot, and then F. That gets repeated. Every single chorus that gets repeated. That part's played twice. So whatever that is, 4 beats, 8 beats, and another. So 16 beats gets repeated. So that's life. This is not that. I do mostly down, down, up on the 2 beats. The only thing I would say about this is a great exercise is to take that C and pick out your C note, your 3rd string, your open 3rd string. And just do that, just C, E minor, pick out your E note, which again is your 3rd string, but your top finger on your E minor. What is that, 3rd string, 4th fret? So you go C, E, A, which is your top string, the top of your A minor, your G string, but that 2nd fret, A, G. You could do the top string again, but it is nice to pick it out of your G shape. And that, of course, would be your 2nd string, 3rd fret when you're playing your G. And then F would be 2nd string, 1st fret when you're playing your F. So you would basically be doing what? Open C, top of your A minor, top of your E minor, G, F, and then you could just get into the song. Pulled into Nazareth. But over time, you would hopefully be able to do C strum, E strum, A strum, G strum, F. C strum, G strum, D, O, E strum. Whatever I said, G strum, F. Let me do that again. C strum, E strum, A strum, G strum, F. And a real nice way to get into kind of reinforcing where your notes are on your fretboard and doing a little bit of pick strum, pick strum. I won't do that here because I just screwed it up and I can't do it very well, so there. So we'll just play through this and just a sweet song. Oh, yeah, I suppose we should, yeah, we'll look at that. Should we look at it now? Yeah, let's look at the chorus. So, C, take a load off Fanny. 2 beats, 2 beats, 4 beats. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. So that's not very hard. That F slash is, if you can't mute your F with those extra fingers, if your extra fingers don't want to mute today, you just hit it twice. And you put the load right on. So that word, tap, 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 is right exactly where it should be. So it's like, I think it's 1 rest 3 rest 1 rest 3 rest 1 rest 3. I think that's the timing of it, but it's and you put the load, you put the load right on me. And then as discussed, we repeat that every time. And that F twice. And you put the load right on me. That's the trickiest part, of course, especially when you got three people singing. Two of them know how to do it, and the third one doesn't. That's always fun. Who has questions? I can hear you. I hear you breathing. I know you're out there. 5 minutes, we could do this in 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, a classic. Pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No, was all he said. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Let's repeat that section. Oh, that's sweet. I picked up my bag. I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side, I said, hey, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Let's do that again. Go down, Miss Moses. There's nothing you can say. It's just old Luke, and Luke's waiting on the judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on me. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing now, because that would seem annoying. Crazy Chester followed me. He caught me in the fog. Said, I will fix your rat if you'll take Jack, my dog. Said, wait a minute, Chester. You know I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Catch a cannonball now to take me down the line. My bag is sinking low. I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one who sent me here with her regards for everyone. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on me. We're gonna go down to the next line. Sweet. Take a load off Fanny. Now, how about that for a hot Tuesday in July? What do you think about them apples? How's everybody doing? Hey, Susan, so glad you could join us. Look at you all. You're still here. So good to see you. Everybody doing okay? All right? Okay. All right, okay. All right, okay. All right. We're going to call it a day. Have a great day.